And good evening here from the Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Tom Kravicka, and it's my pleasure to be with you this evening. Well, we're going to get you started with a look at the radar, and unfortunately, the rainfall event we were expecting pretty much fizzled for today. Now, as far as coverage is concerned, we were on target. It was near 100%. So everybody got some kind of rain, whether it was just a trace or a few hundredths or approaching half an inch or so. But as you can see now, it is to the south of us. So that is what is lacking, is the amounts that we were anticipating here across the area. And these are some of the totals that we were able to collect here recently. Just collected those, picked it up. Manny, less than a tenth. Very little up toward Natchitoches and Winfield, Colfax, Alexandria in town in the Good Earth Subdivision, Cherokee Village, and some of those places. Only 1/100th going into LeCount, where we picked up a tenth. And then generally, as you see, we see more rain to the south of us. The highest totals I was able to collect. Now, there were probably some higher totals than this, but I just don't have them on the map. About half an inch in Kinder and about 2/3 of an inch in Opelousas. And we do expect some more rain chances for the day on tomorrow. And Futurecast going into the Barron model, which has usually been aggressive with this, kind of is backing off like everybody else on it, on the chance for your Tuesday. I still think rain is likely on Tuesday, and I just think that we'll see rain chances coming in just about everywhere for the day. But again, amounts will be lacking. Now, the large scale setup, we have this trough with a surface low developing in the western Gulf of Mexico, and that is moving toward the east, low pressure aloft, circulation, if you will, located around the Baja, around the area of central Mexico and southwest Texas. And so with that, that feature, of course, forcing the development of the surface low in the Gulf of Mexico. And that is a typical pattern here that almost always produces rain. And yeah, it did produce, but it didn't produce as much as we had hoped or thought. So looking ahead to Tuesday, is emphasizing the surface features, we'll see the surface low track over toward the east of us. In fact, to the west of us, it's just setting overhead, really, and say, why didn't we get more rain with this? Well, that's not the most important thing, is that the feature comes overhead. The most important thing is that you have the moisture and instability, the fuel to make the rainfall. And we just apparently didn't have that this time. And I think part of that is a lingering kind of a feedback mechanism that we have to drought in this area. Our long-term climate, of course, is a humid continental climate. We always break the drought, but sometimes it takes a while. Now, if you're in an arid climate, the drought rules. And so many times the drought doesn't get broken. It's kind of semi-permanent. All right, lows tonight, 46 is typical. We will be in the 50s again, similar to what you had for Monday morning. Well, you can kind of expect the same for Tuesday morning. Lowest about 53, 54, and highest will be in the upper 50s as well. Going into your high temperatures for the day on Tuesday, an average of about 65 degrees, similar to what you had on Monday. Typically, we see 70. That's our long-term average, nowhere near the record. That's 86. And then heading south, generally, there's a little bit lower temperatures in that corridor from Manny through Natchitoches and Winfield. We're anticipating temperatures to max out in the upper 60s with maybe a ray of sunshine not out of the question there in that area. Now, here's your rainfall pattern for the day. I'm forecasting an average of 80%, the least about 50-50 up there in that Manny, Natchitoches, and Winfield corridor. As you head southward and eastward, notice the coverage increases to 100% in Opelousas. Have a good many 90s south and east of Alexandria, Pineville, and I think it's likely here in the metro. Now, the timing will be AM and PM. It's one of those patterns. It could rain any time of the day, but amounts less than we originally thought. Unfortunately, less than an inch, and maybe a few areas to the south or east, say toward the Mississippi River and then down toward St. Landry Parish, could possibly pick up somewhere near an inch of rain. We certainly hope that happens for those folks. Now, your 7-day numbers, there's your 80% tomorrow. That's the average coverage. 50-50 Wednesday morning as clouds hang in. Still kind of a cool day, high of only 64. 69 for Thursday with a 10% remaining, taking out rain for a couple of days. Friday and Saturday, temperatures moderating. There's a little front kind of backdooring in on Saturday, which will cut the temperatures back. In fact, it'll be chilly Sunday morning. It actually could be some high 30s. I wouldn't be surprised to see the coldest readings hit about 39 that morning. But we're also introducing a 30% chance of rain in the PM as a weather system in the west will be approaching. And then scattered showers, maybe even some thunderstorms on Monday. That system, of course, may have something more to work with, and that will offer us another hope of rain. And hopefully that one won't fall apart kind of like this one did. Now let's check out your outdoors forecast. We are seeing once again over the next 3 days. Tuesday, you've got that one major period from noon to 2 p.m., 2 minors, one in the morning, one in the evening. And we're back to 2 majors for Wednesday and Thursday, and we're keeping 2 minors both days as well. Tuesday may be your best day, though, with the weather pattern changing. The potential looks less for Wednesday, and Thursday will go down to a C on Thursday. Well, thanks for being with me, and Nick Mikulas will be back with you for Tuesday morning. And